Shabbat Shalom, this is Rabbi Boxt from Temple Kolemeth in Marietta, Georgia. This week's Torah portion is Parashat Ve'era, Exodus 6 verse 2 through Exodus 9 verse 35. Now just before Parashat Ve'era in Parashat Shemot, beginning of the book of Exodus, God reveals himself to Moses at the burning bush, sending Moses to tell the people in Egypt, the Israelites, that God is going to take care of them and God is going to redeem them. Moses and Aaron, his brother, go to the Pharaoh to say, let the Israelite nation go to worship their God. And what happens is the Pharaoh actually gets very upset and increases the amount of labor that the Israelites are supposed to take on. And the people, the Israelites, cry to Moses, "Why did you do this to us? Why did you make our lives harder? What is going on?" Moses then goes to God and says, "God, why did you do this to the people? Why did you send me when you didn't follow through, when you didn't save them? Did you not know this was going to happen?" And what we find in this week's Torah portion at the beginning, God reveals himself to Moses again. And this time, God promises to take the children out of Egypt, the children of Israel. God promises to deliver them from their enslavement. God promises to redeem them, and God promises to acquire them as his own chosen people at Mount Sinai. Of course, then God will deliver the people to the promised land. So we have this interesting situation where Moses is now going back to the Pharaoh to say, "Let my people go, let the people of Israel out to follow God, to become God's chosen people." And the Pharaoh, which at first says yes, his heart is hardened by God, and he continues to say no. And then we find these plagues, 7 of which occur in the first, in this week's Torah portion, and the final 3 in next week's Torah portion. I'm often asked, why is it that God brings these 10 plagues? Why is it that God continues to harden Pharaoh's heart? Why doesn't God just take the people out, since God is all-powerful and able to do whatever God wants? There are a lot of commentaries, a lot of discussion of this. I think that the one piece, the one commentary, the one explanation that sticks with me is that the plagues were not meant for the Pharaoh's sake. The plagues were meant to the people, the children of Israel, who would eventually become God's chosen people, for them to see the awe, the magnificence, the power of God, so that when they traveled through the desert and they got to Mount Sinai and this covenant was presented to them, that it would be, whoa, yes, God, you are so powerful, we will take on this responsibility. Of course, we all know from the stories that occur in Exodus, the people of Israel are hard-necked, they're hard-nosed, they're stiff-necked, they don't always follow directions so well. But at this particular point in Exodus, God is attempting to show the Israelite people what God's power is. And it brings up an interesting quandary. Where do we experience God? Where is God in our lives? When we're struggling, when we're in our most challenging of places, do we find God? What about when we question God? When we want to know where God is? There is God. Here at Temple Kolemeth, we offer so many different kinds of opportunities and experiences, whether it's our Juniors Tot Shabbat program, whether it's meeting with preschool parents in our preschool here that's run by the Sunshine School from the Marcus Jewish Community Center of Atlanta, whether it's our youth group programs, which we have a variety of them, whether it's our Women of Reformed Judaism or our Brotherhood or any of our Chavurot, our groups, any of our classes. We have so many opportunities for people to come together to seek God, to experience God, to find God. I suggest, I recommend that you go to our website, www.kolemeth.net, to find all of these opportunities. Also, we live stream our services, so you can experience our services either in the past, or you can join us online at 8 o'clock on Friday nights and experience our services together. This week's Torah portion, Parashat Ve'era, this week's service, this Shabbat, this Bat Mitzvah, is celebrating the coming of age, the Bat Mitzvah of Caitlin Scher. It is an amazing opportunity for us to see one of our very own getting up in front of the congregation, leading us in prayer, chanting the holy words from the Torah, and and speaking to us a little bit of wisdom that she found in this week's Torah portion. It is a great opportunity not just for the Scher family, but also for Temple Kolemeth and the Jewish people worldwide. As always, my office door is always open. Please stop by and say hello, have a conversation. Let's just get to know each other better. Shabbat Shalom.